and how's it going? Merry Christmas. Hope you guys all had a good Christmas. I haven't really been around doing videos in a while. It's because I got a new job. I play on my golf team at school, so I've been actually really busy. As far as that going on top of that, hunting season. So I haven't made a video in 5 months. I checked on my YouTube the other day. It's kind of ridiculous, but I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna try to make more videos and stuff when I can. But today what we're going to do is we're actually going to go over the Duckett Micro Magic Pro. The last video I did was the Revo SX review. And it got an overwhelming, it got a ton of views for me. I got like 300 some views, which is a lot for me. And it got some comments on there saying, sold me on that. So that was really, really cool. But what we're going to do today is we're actually going to review this rod. So I know from seeing that, I know you guys like reviews. Tell me if you want to see fishing videos. Tell me what you want to see. So now we're going to get into reviewing this rod. And we're going to go over some stuff. I'm not going to go too in depth with it. I'm just going to go from if you're going to look at a rod, if you're going to look at this, what I recommend it for, and then what some of the good things about it. But I'm not going to go into history about Ducketts. I'm not going to go into that. So let's go over the whole rod real quick, starting with the back. They've actually added this foam piece on the back because as tournament anglers, when you're putting your trolling motor up, pulling it up, a lot of times you're not thinking about your rod. You're thinking about getting to the next spot or getting back to weigh-in. So when you're pulling that trolling motor up, if you hit this piece right here and say you have a different rod, say it was cork, it's gonna, a lot of times, I don't know what the reason is, but it falls off. So with this being foam, it's soft. So it actually just kind of mashed it down a little bit. So I've actually done it just to see. So I pulled it up and, gently put my trolling motor on it, and it's really, really durable. It's cool. So, you just want to kind of take that into consideration. If you're real careful with your rods, then, obviously it ain't going to be something that you need, but it is very, very cool to have. They feature their split grip design. I think pretty much all Ducketts have a split grip on them. A cork handle. I love cork handles just because, they look cool, but they also feel good for me. So I've always really fished rods with cork handles. So it's really just necessary for me. If I look at a rod, most of the time it's going to have cork handles. Fuji reel seat. You can't go wrong with a Fuji reel seat. They make the best reel seat in the business. Very, very comfortable and also durable. This, everything about it's really, really solid. Screw on through your reel, the reel seat, everything's good. You got just a standard hook keeper here. Not much to say about that. You got your Duckett label here. So Micro Magic Pro, and this rod is a 7-foot medium heavy. So real standard rod, and really nothing special about it. It's just an old 7-foot medium heavy. The big thing about this rod is they say that they have fixed the guides. As you can see, this first guide here has actually got a seat to it, so it's really, really durable. I have put this rod. I've literally dropped this rod on concrete before, getting out of a boat. And it's just so durable. Everything about this rod is awesome. This first guy here, all the other guys leading up to the end eye are pretty much the same. So if you would chip a guide on this rod, it would more than likely be one of these. But like I said, I don't think that's going to happen because they're just so durable. They have done something, because if I would have dropped my, previous generation Duckett Micro Magics on the ground, more than likely it would have broke some guides, which is, expected. On the end guide here, though, they have teamed up with American Tackle Company, and they've got this guide now that when you push your baits off, say you hang a jig in 3 foot of water, you're not going to reach down there with your arm and get it. So most of the time you're going to reel down and try to bump it off. Well, if you bump that bait off with an older rod, over time that insert's actually going to pop out of the rod. So what they have done is they understand that. They have actually added that guide there, and it's very durable. Again, you cannot pop the insert out of it, because one, the insert's really thick, but two, the way the angle of the guide is. So that's really awesome as well. As far as what I would use this rod for, although it's got all this durable stuff on it, I would not recommend it as far as sensitivity goes, because it's not a very sensitive rod, sadly, because, I just don't know what it is. Something about Duckett's blank is just not very sensitive. So I usually use this for reaction type baits, spinner baits, square bill crankbaits, lipless crankbaits. I use this for a buzz bait, chatterbait. This is my main chatterbait rod, and also swim jigs. But I would not recommend it as far as football jigs go. I would not recommend it for your pitching type baits, shaking heads on a spinning rod. I would not recommend that because it's not very sensitive. As far as a rod that I would recommend the Falcon Lowrider because that rod's really sweet for, that. It's very, very sensitive. But back to this rod. If you're in the market for this rod, you're looking at it, you're trying to, figure out if you want it or not, just consider that, everything on this is durable. It's going to last you a long time. Among that, your 20-year warranty that it comes with. So you can have this rod for 20 years, break it, and then be able to send it back to Duckett and get a new one for, a nice price. So, yeah, it's just an awesome rod. And if you're looking for them, consider that what you're going to be fishing with it. So, say I'm going to be fishing square bill crankbaits and spinnerbaits, or square bill crankbaits and rattle traps on it, I'd recommend it. But say you're going to be pitching worms and jigs on it, I'd recommend going with something else. So, yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helped you out. Comment any questions that you have on this rod, and I'll get back to you as I promised. So, yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And this is Devin with the High River Bassin, signing out.